After 50, something shifts, not just in our bodies or our routines, but in how we want to feel in our clothes. Gone are the days of buying whatever's trending. At this stage, we crave quality, confidence, and clothing that reflects who we truly are. Elegant, self-assured, and full of life. But that doesn't mean you need a closet full of designer labels. In fact, when you invest in just a few carefully chosen pieces, items that are beautifully made, timeless, and fit like they were meant for you, your entire wardrobe begins to transform. So today, I want to share 7 investment pieces every woman over 50 should own, not just because they're stylish, but because they replace items that quietly age us. Let's start with the first 3. These are the ones that often get overlooked, but make the biggest difference. 1. Trade fast fashion outerwear for a tailored coat with beautiful movement. Let's begin with something that's often treated as an afterthought, but it sets the tone for your entire look, your coat. Too often I see women over 50 wearing the same coat they've had for years, and I get it. It's warm, it's familiar, and it feels fine. But fine is not the same as elegant. In fact, bulky puffers, shapeless fleece jackets, or boxy wool coats with no structure can easily drag your outfit and your silhouette down. The coat is what people see first. It's the framing piece, and it deserves just as much attention as what's underneath. That's why I recommend investing in a tailored wool or cashmere blend coat with beautiful drape and movement. I'm not talking about something stiff or overly formal. I mean a coat that moves with you gracefully, one that has a defined shoulder, a slight cinch at the waist, and a hem that floats, not clings. A coat like that adds presence. When you walk into a room, it makes you feel composed, powerful, elevated. One I wear constantly is a double-faced camel wrap coat with a fluid silhouette. It's unlined, which makes it lighter and more flattering. It ties softly at the waist, so I can adjust the shape depending on what I'm wearing. And the way it glides when I walk, that's elegance in motion. If camel's not your shade, consider warm taupe, stone grey, or even deep navy. These tones are softer than black, easier on mature skin, and incredibly versatile. Look for wool blends with a bit of cashmere if possible, and avoid coats with too many zippers, logos, or boxy cuts. The goal here is timeless, not trendy. It may not be the most exciting piece in your wardrobe, but it's the one that announces your style before you say a word. 2. Replace your old everyday purse with an understated, structured handbag. Here's the thing, you could be wearing the most beautiful outfit in the world, but if you pair it with a worn-out handbag, the whole look collapses. And yet, so many women are still carrying bags that are doing absolutely nothing for them. Slouchy totes that have lost their shape. Overly complicated bags with shiny hardware and dangling charms. Or worse, bags that are purely practical, but not the slightest bit polished. At this age, we need a bag that speaks to the woman we've become. Strong, composed, elegant, and most importantly, intentional. That's why one of the smartest investments you can make is a structured leather handbag in a refined neutral tone. Something with clean lines, a subtle texture, and absolutely no flashy logos. When I say investment, I don't necessarily mean 4 figures. There are so many beautifully made bags now that feel luxurious without the designer markup. One of my go-tos is the Polène Numero 1 Mini in chalk. It's timeless. It holds its shape, and it elevates everything from jeans and a sweater to a blazer and dress pants. Another style I love is the top handle satchel. There's something about holding your bag by the handle, not throwing it over your shoulder, that feels so intentional. It's those little posture cues that make you look more confident and put together. Now, a lot of women over 50 ask me, but what about crossbodies? Aren't they easier on the shoulders? Absolutely. Just make sure they're not saggy or too casual. Go for a structured crossbody with a firm base and adjustable strap. One that sits neatly at the hip, not flopping around as you move. As for colour, stick to rich neutrals. Taupe, deep chocolate, warm stone, or soft black. These tones go with everything, and they age gracefully. Unlike bright colours, which can look dated quickly, or stark black, which can feel too severe. Your handbag is not just a functional item, it's an extension of your style. And when it's well chosen, it does so much more than hold your wallet, it holds your presence. 3. Retire those overlooked, outdated belts. Invest in one elegant leather belt that defines your shape. Now here's a piece that almost no one talks about, but I think it's one of the most powerful style tools for women over 50, the belt. Here's the truth. Many of us are still holding on to old belts from a decade ago. They're either too wide, too flashy, or so outdated in shape that they've become invisible. You throw them on purely for function, to hold up your jeans, but you're missing an opportunity to sculpt your outfit. Definition becomes everything. We want structure, but not stiffness. We want shape, but not cling. And the right belt is how you achieve that balance. That's why I believe every elegant woman should own one quality leather belt in a refined classic design. Not stretchy, not studded, not oversized. Just a sleek medium width leather belt with either a brushed gold or matte brass buckle. I often wear mine over blazers, cardigans, dresses, and even coats. It adds a subtle focal point, pulls the eye to the waist, and creates a beautiful hourglass effect without needing a tight fit. The belt I wear most often is a tan Italian leather belt with a rounded brass buckle. I've had it for years and it just keeps getting better with time. The leather has softened, the hardware has developed a patina, and every time I wear it, I feel instantly more pulled together. And here's the best part. Belting doesn't mean cinching tightly. You can wear it loose over a cardigan or softly tied over a wrap coat. It's not about squeezing your waist, it's about defining your silhouette in a graceful way. I've linked a few of my favourite investment belts in the description below, including one that works beautifully over dresses and another that's perfect for everyday trousers. And if any are sold out, don't worry, I'll keep rotating new ones in that match the same polished aesthetic. So if you're still relying on elastic waistbands and skipping belts altogether, it might be time to reconsider. The right belt can transform the shape, balance and elegance of your entire outfit. 4. Ditch the dated dress pants. Invest in tailored trousers that elongate and empower. Let's talk about something I see constantly, and it honestly breaks my heart. Unflattering, outdated trousers. You know the ones. Stretchy pull-on pants with no structure, baggy legs that bunch at the ankle, or worst of all, thick, stiff fabrics with stitched-in pleats that puff right where you least want volume. These pants might feel comfortable, but they are doing absolutely nothing for your shape, your height, or your elegance. And I get it. After 50, comfort is important, but comfort does not mean settling for shapeless. What we need are trousers that glide, not grip, that structure the body but don't squeeze, that make you feel long, lean and quietly powerful. That's why one of the smartest wardrobe upgrades you can make is investing in high-rise, flat-front, tailored trousers in a luxe fabric. These are not your old office slacks. These are modern, beautifully cut pants that give you a long leg line and a defined waist, without the tight waistband or outdated silhouette. The pair I reach for constantly? A set of pleated, wide-leg trousers in drapey twill, with a concealed side zipper and just enough movement in the fabric. The rise hits perfectly at the natural waist, so it flattens the tummy and elongates the legs. And the fabric? It has just enough weight to skim over the body gracefully. Now here's the important part. Proportion. These trousers work best when the hem either hits the ankle or flows just above the top of your shoe. That creates a clean, uninterrupted line from waist to floor, and whether you're wearing flats or a block heel, your posture will feel instantly lifted. One detail I always look for is a pressed front crease. It gives the illusion of longer legs and adds polish with zero effort. And no elastic waistbands peeking out, please. Opt for a smooth front with hidden closures. It instantly looks more expensive. These trousers pair beautifully with soft blouses, fine knits, and even casual tees tucked in with a belt. I've worn mine with loafers during the day and strappy sandals at night, and every time I feel composed and stylish. And ladies, please don't shy away from white or ivory pants. I know it sounds risky, but a well-lined pair of ivory trousers can be one of the most elegant staples in your wardrobe. They brighten your complexion, pair with everything, and give you that expensive vacation in Italy vibe. No plane ticket needed. Once you try on a pair of trousers that truly fits and flatters, you'll wonder why you ever settled for those stretchy, saggy basics. 5. Replace sensible shoes with refined, supportive statement footwear. Now this one might surprise you, but nothing gives away your age faster than the wrong pair of shoes. I know that sounds harsh, but hear me out. Too many women over 50 fall into the comfort first trap when it comes to footwear. Thick soles, orthopedic shapes, rounded toes, shoes that are practical but not remotely stylish. And I get it, our feet do change over time. We need support, cushioning and stability, but that doesn't mean giving up on beautiful shoes. You absolutely can have comfort and elegance. The key is investing in refined statement footwear that's built to support you without looking orthopedic. What does that look like? Think pointed toe flats with padded insoles, slingbacks with a low block heel, loafers with sleek lines and buttery soft leather. These shoes add structure, shape and style without sacrificing your arch or your ankle. One pair I wear often is a pointed toe slingback with a small sculpted heel about 1.5 inches. It's by a brand that prioritizes comfort, but you'd never know it by looking. The leather molds to the foot, the heel gives just enough lift, and the shape elongates the leg beautifully. Another great option is a leather loafer in a rich neutral tone, like dove grey or blush beige. When paired with tailored trousers or a midi skirt, it creates an effortlessly polished look that says, yes, I care about comfort, but I also care about style. If you need more arch support, look for brands that offer removable footbeds, hidden cushioning, or elastic panels that move with you throughout the day. Brands like Vivaya, Margot and Sarah Flint all offer beautiful supportive shoes made for real women, not just 25-year-old models. And while we're here, please consider stepping away from anything that screams comfort shoe. Shoes with overly rounded toes, Velcro straps or orthopedic silhouettes might be fine for around the house. But in public, they age your outfit instantly. You deserve shoes that feel and look amazing. You don't need to wear heels every day, but you do need to choose shoes that support your body while elevating your look. That's how elegant women walk confidently, step by step. 6. Upgrade your eyewear. Trade outdated glasses for modern face-lifting frames. Now let's talk about one of the most overlooked style elements in a woman's wardrobe, her glasses. Our glasses sit on our face every single day. They frame our eyes, highlight our bone structure, and, whether we realize it or not, say a lot about who we are. And yet so many women are wearing frames that are 5, 10, even 15 years old. Frames that may have suited your face at one point, but no longer reflect the elegant, modern woman you've become. Here's the truth. Eyewear can be one of your most powerful accessories, or one of your biggest missed opportunities. Outdated glasses, especially narrow rectangles, thick plastic rims, or droopy wire frames, can actually pull your features downward. They emphasize sagging, create shadow, and add years to your look. So what should you wear instead? Look for slightly upswept frames that lift the face. Not full-on cat eyes, but subtle almond or oval shapes with light, graceful lines. These draw the eye upward and open the face, creating a more youthful, energetic look. I recently switched to a pair of rose gold wire frames with a soft, geometric shape, and the difference was immediate. My eyes looked brighter, my cheekbones looked lifted, and best of all, I felt more confident. If rose gold isn't your thing, try soft tortoiseshell, champagne beige or translucent frames in neutral tones. These are universally flattering and far more modern than stark black or outdated metals. It's also worth getting a second pair for style. Just like with shoes or handbags, changing your glasses can transform your outfit. Try a bolder frame when you're wearing something neutral, or a delicate wire frame with a statement coat. And please, take the time to get your glasses fitted properly. Glasses that sit too low on the nose or that slide down constantly make you look unpolished, even if everything else is styled perfectly. Your eyewear is one of the first things people notice about you. It deserves just as much thought as your wardrobe. So if you haven't updated your glasses in years, consider this your sign. You'll be amazed how much more elegant and energized you feel when your frames are working with you, not against you. 7. Retire the bulky handbags. Invest in a structured, medium-sized top-handle bag. Now here's something that's often overlooked, but it changes everything about how polished and elegant your outfit feels. It's the handbag. So many women, especially over 50, carry around oversized slouchy bags that collapse in shape, weigh them down, or clash with their outfit. Sometimes it's a well-loved leather tote that's seen better days, or a casual crossbody that's more functional than fashionable. But here's the thing, your bag doesn't just carry your essentials, it sends a message. That's why one of the smartest, most impactful investments you can make is in a structured, medium-sized handbag with a top handle. It's timeless, elegant, and adds a refined finishing touch to any outfit, whether you're wearing jeans and a button-down or a silk dress and heels. Look for bags with clean lines, minimal hardware, and a shape that holds its form. A top-handle silhouette instantly adds grace to the way you carry yourself. You can wear it on your arm or tuck it neatly into the crook of your elbow. Either way, it makes a subtle statement of style and poise. I recommend neutral colours like taupe, ivory, or classic black. These pair with everything in your wardrobe and transition seamlessly from season to season. Pebbled leather is a great choice for durability, while smooth leather offers a sleeker look if you prefer something more elevated. And if you're worried about space, many of these styles come with a detachable shoulder strap for added functionality, so you're never sacrificing practicality for polish. Remember, an elegant handbag doesn't need a loud logo to be luxurious. It just needs quality, shape, and a design that says, "I've arrived." 8. Replace the mismatched basics. Invest in high-quality, coordinated essentials that build a wardrobe, not clutter. Here's something that doesn't get talked about enough: the power of intentional basics. When we think of investment pieces, our minds often jump to trench coats, shoes, or statement handbags. But what about the quiet heroes of your wardrobe? The pieces you reach for again and again, the ones that sit closest to your skin, your tanks, camisoles, t-shirts, layering tops. For many women over 50, the basics drawer is a bit of a mess. Mismatched colours, stretched out fabrics, old camis that cling in the wrong places. And because these pieces don't seem special, we put off replacing them. But here's the truth: your basics are the foundation of elegance. That's why one of the most underrated investment moves you can make is building a capsule collection of high-quality essentials. Pieces that not only feel incredible, but coordinate seamlessly with the rest of your wardrobe. Think a buttery soft white tee with a slightly structured sleeve, a silk camisole that glides under a blazer or cardigan, a long sleeve knit top that layers beautifully but stands alone when needed. These are the building blocks that allow your statement pieces to shine. Look for fabrics like Pima cotton, silk jersey, bamboo viscose, or lightweight merino wool, breathable, flattering, and resistant to pilling or sagging. I also love matching your basics in tonal sets, ivory with ivory, blush with blush. It gives an instant look of refinement. It's not about owning more clothes, it's about choosing fewer, better ones and building a wardrobe where every item earns its place. And if you're still watching, you already know this isn't just about clothes, it's about how you feel in your skin. When you invest in timeless pieces that fit beautifully and reflect the woman you are now, now, not the woman you used to be, you begin showing up differently, more confident, more comfortable, more you. Everything I mentioned in today's video, the trousers, the eyewear, the shoes, the essentials, is linked in the description. Yes, they're a little pricier than the basics at the mall, but that's because they last, they flatter, and they lever your entire wardrobe with just one piece. It's not about chasing trends, it's about curating elegance that gets better with time. So take a peek at the links when you're ready. Every single item has been thoughtfully chosen to help you feel polished, pulled together, and absolutely beautiful at any age. And while you're at it, I've added even more style tips for women over 50 on my website. You'll find full outfit formulas, seasonal wardrobe guides, and tools to help you simplify your style and feel elegant every day. Oh, and if you adore handbags as much as I do, you'll love my handbag channel, where I break down classic and modern bags that pair beautifully with an elegant wardrobe. I'll link that in the description too. Thank you for spending this time with me. You deserve to feel radiant, confident, and refined at every stage of life. I'll see you soon. And remember, elegance is never out of style.